Welcome back, wrestling fans, to another soul-stirring deep dive on Wainsider, where we peel back the curtain on the moments that define the WWE Universe. Tonight, we unravel the raw, heart-wrenching silence broken by Cody Rhodes after his crushing loss to John Cena at WrestleMania 41, a defeat that wasn't just a match, but a seismic blow to the Bloodline's legacy, exposing the cracks in a dynasty built on power, pride, and silent resentment. This is a story of family, betrayal, and the weight of a dream left in tatters. The Bloodline saga has been the heartbeat of WWE for years, a story of dominance that began with Roman Reigns' iron grip as the tribal chief. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, entered this narrative as an outsider, a challenger who dared to stand against the Anoa'i family's reign. His journey to WrestleMania 41 was a quest to finish the story, not just for himself but for a legacy he believed he could redefine. The pressure was immense, a weight that pressed down on his every step. Roman's reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion had been a monument to family unity. The Usos, Jey and Jimmy, flanked him with unwavering loyalty, while Solo Sikoa enforced his will with silent menace. Paul Heyman, the wise man, wove their narrative with cunning precision. But beneath the surface, there were whispers, resentments unspoken, egos bruised by the shadow of Roman's dominance. Cody's rise challenged that unity, forcing each member to confront their role in the empire. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Cody's path to WrestleMania was paved with sacrifice. His battles against Roman at WrestleMania 39 and 40 were epic, each loss a scar on his soul, each victory a step closer to his dream. The fans believed in him, their chants of, Cody, Cody, a roaring tide that carried him forward. But the Bloodline saw him as a threat, an interloper who dared to challenge their blood right to the throne. The tension was palpable, a storm brewing in every glance. John Cena's return was the wildcard no one saw coming. The 16-time world champion, now a Hollywood icon, stepped back into the ring with a fire that belied his years. His challenge to Cody at WrestleMania 41 wasn't just about legacy, it was personal. Cena saw in Cody the same hunger he once had, but also the danger of a man consumed by his own story. The match was billed as a clash of eras, but for Cody, it was a chance to cement his place above the Bloodline. Backstage, the dynamics were fraught. Roman, no longer champion but still the tribal chief, watched Cody's rise with a mix of respect and resentment. Jey Uso, now carving his own path, felt torn, his loyalty to family clashed with his admiration for Cody's grit. Jimmy, aligned with Solo's new bloodline, saw Cody as a usurper, a threat to their legacy. The Anoa'i family's unity was fraying, and Cody's pursuit of glory was the thread pulling it apart. The pressure on Cody was crushing. His family, his wife, Brandy, and their daughter, stood by him, but the toll was evident. Late-night training sessions, sleepless nights haunted by the ghost of failure, and the weight of the fans' expectations bore down on him. Health concerns lingered, whispers of a nagging shoulder injury that he pushed through, determined to prove he was the one to end the Bloodline's reign. WrestleMania 41 was a spectacle, the SoFi Stadium glowing under the Los Angeles sky. Cody and Cena tore the house down, their match a brutal ballet of power and passion. Cody's crossroads met Cena's attitude adjustment in a clash that had the crowd on its feet. But in the final moments, Cena's experience prevailed, a fourth double A sealed Cody's fate, pinning him clean in the center of the ring. The silence that followed was deafening. Cody lay on the mat, staring at the lights, the weight of defeat sinking in. The fans, stunned, chanted his name, but it felt hollow. He'd fought for his story, for his father's legacy, for the fans who believed in him. But the loss wasn't just a match, it was a fracture in his dream, a moment that left him questioning everything. Backstage, he disappeared into the shadows, refusing interviews, his silence louder than any promo. The Bloodline watched from afar, their reactions a mix of triumph and unease. Roman, in a rare moment of candor, admitted to Jey that Cody's loss was a relief, but it came with a cost. The family's legacy, once unassailable, now felt fragile, as if Cody's defeat exposed their own vulnerabilities. Jimmy and Solo, however, saw it as validation, a sign that no one could outshine their blood. Then came the attack, a shocking climax that no one saw coming. As Cody walked through the backstage area, still reeling from his loss, Solo Sikoa and the new bloodline, Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and Jimmy Uso, ambushed him. The assault was brutal, a calculated message to the man who had dared to challenge their dynasty. Solo's Samoan spike left Cody crumpled, blood trickling from his lip as the faction stood over him. The arena's monitors broadcast the attack, the crowd erupting in boos. Backstage, superstars like Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens rushed to Cody's aid, their faces etched with shock. The betrayal wasn't just physical, it was a declaration that Cody would never be part of their world, no matter how hard he fought. The Bloodline's unity, fractured as it was, rallied around this act of dominance. Whispers of scandal followed. Insiders claimed the attack was unplanned, a rogue move by Solo to assert his leadership over the new bloodline. Some accused WWE management of turning a blind eye, knowing the drama would boost ratings. Social media exploded with #ProtectCody, as fans decried the violence and questioned the company's priorities. The trust between WWE and its audience wavered, a familiar wound reopened. Cody's silence broke days later in a raw, emotional video posted on X. Sitting in a dimly lit gym, his shoulder bandaged, he spoke with a voice heavy with pain. "I gave everything," he said, his eyes glistening. But it wasn't enough for them. Not for Cena, not for the bloodline. His words weren't just about the match, they were about the betrayal, the realization that his dream had been crushed by those he'd fought to surpass. The backstage fallout was chaotic. Jey Uso confronted Jimmy, his twin brother, in a heated exchange that left the locker room silent. "This ain't us," Jey pleaded, his voice breaking. The family breakdown was real, a fracture that threatened to tear the Anoa'i legacy apart. Roman, caught between his cousins, remained silent, his own guilt a heavy burden after years of leading the family. Health concerns for Cody grew louder. The attack had aggravated his shoulder injury, with doctors warning of potential surgery. His determination to return, to fight back, worried those closest to him. Brandi, his rock, was seen at his side, her own grief evident as she supported him through the pain. The WWE Universe rallied, their support a lifeline for a man battered but unbroken. The Bloodline's legacy was at a crossroads. Roman's absence from the ring, coupled with Solo's rise, had shifted the faction's dynamic. Jimmy's loyalty to Solo over Jey and Roman deepened the rift, a betrayal rooted in years of silent resentment. The family that had once ruled WWE was now a house divided, its power tainted by ambition and pride. Superstars reacted with a mix of anger and sorrow. Seth Rollins, a longtime rival of both Cody and the Bloodline, spoke out on Raw, calling the attack cowardly. His words resonated, a reminder that wrestling's rivalries are built on respect, not destruction. Becky Lynch, too, paid tribute to Cody's resilience, her promo a call for unity in a fractured locker room. The scandal grew as leaked reports suggested WWE had known about Solo's volatile leadership but allowed the attack to unfold for storyline purposes. Fans held vigils outside arenas, their signs reading, "Cody's story lives." The controversy exposed the industry's darker side, where human pain was sometimes a tool for drama, leaving fans torn between love and distrust. Cody's recovery was slow, both physically and emotionally. He confided in close friends about the toll of the loss and the attack, the fear that his story might never be finished. Yet, his resolve grew stronger, a fire kindled by the fans' unwavering support. Their chants, their posts, their belief in him became his armor against the Bloodline's betrayal. The Anoa'i family's matriarchs, like Roman's mother, Patricia, watched in sorrow as their legacy unraveled. They reached out to Cody privately, their words a quiet plea for healing, but the wounds were too fresh. The family's pride, once their strength, was now their undoing, a reminder that blood can bind but also break. The WWE Universe mourned the dream that WrestleMania 41 was meant to fulfill. Cody's loss to Cena was more than a match, it was a moment that exposed the fragility of glory. The Bloodline's attack was a betrayal that cut deeper than any loss, a wound to the heart of a man who had given everything to his craft. As Survivor Series loomed, rumors swirled of Cody's return, a chance to confront the Bloodline and reclaim his story. The anticipation was electric, a testament to his enduring impact. The fans believed in him, their faith a beacon in the darkness of defeat and betrayal. Tonight, we reflect on Cody Rhodes, not just as the American Nightmare, but as Dustin, a man who fought for his dream against a dynasty's wrath. His silence, broken by pain and resolve, speaks to the heart of wrestling, where power can blind, pressure can break, and resentment can destroy. Let his story remind us that betrayal tests us, but blood, whether family or the bond with fans, endures. Cody's fight continues, and the WWE Universe stands with him, believing in the story yet to be finished.